Should you get into the crypto market right now after all the bloodbath that just happened a few days ago? Bitcoin went from $63,000 down to 30 for a very short time. It actually hit $29,000. That is a 52, I think, ish percent correction. I mean, that's scary right there. Well, the question is, should you take advantage of this actually good opportunity? Bitcoin is like dirt cheap right now compared to its potential. But should you, knowing this volatility, get or even consider entering the crypto market right now? Well, that's the question. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Thank you for coming. Hey you guys, Hector here from Business Mind. Thank you for visiting my channel, and why don't you hit the like button on the way in, and let's get rolling. All right, so I want to start talking about this topic, just kind of filling you in on what happened with my personal finances. My wife and I, we've been saving for almost a year, almost 18 months now. And we were considering different kinds of long-term investments. Of course, amongst them, real estate. We were looking at houses, trying to purchase our first house, not with the intention of living in them really, because we live in a fairly nice apartment. We're pretty okay right now. We don't really need more space, but we were looking at investment opportunities. And so we were looking in this real estate market, and it is just bananas right now. It's it's way overpriced. People are paying $15,000, $20,000 more over the fair market value. And so we, not that we just disregarded it, but we kind of pushed it off. We were planning on getting a house at the beginning of this year, actually. We're in 2021 right now, if you're watching this video. And then, it just kind of went and dragged too long. In the meantime, our money, our hard-earned money, was sitting in a bank account making roughly 0.001% interest rate. I don't remember how many zeros, but it was just a ridiculous amount. Like, would never beat inflation. It all added up to, we're losing money in the meantime. Well, we're putting money in, our money is devaluating. Like, it's just going down eventually, it's bleeding out. So we thought we have to find an investment opportunity. We can't just keep all this money just sitting on a bank account doing nothing. I'm of the belief that if you have the means, you have to invest. And so we're looking for opportunities and here and there. And this is what happened. I had looked at Bitcoin back in 2017, but believe me, my reality was way different back in 2017. I'm not a rich person right now by any means, but I have a little bit of buying power right now. We were able to save a good amount of money. In 2017, I was literally like broke. I was going to school, I was paying big loans, and my wage wasn't that big or wasn't good enough. I couldn't save any money. That's the point. Couldn't invest back then. But today, it's a different reality. I saw Bitcoin going from $12,000, $13,000 up to $63,000. Had I put that $1,000 in Bitcoin, it would have been, I don't know, $4,000 today or something like that. Anyways, all that to say, I saw the potential in cryptocurrencies. So I went back to my research. I started, researching, investigating some here and there. After my research, first of all, Bitcoin's got huge potential. I've been watching a couple of interviews. Let me see what the name of this guy is. Robert Breedlove. Robert Kiyosaki's person to go when it comes to cryptocurrencies and investment opportunities in this realm. He was saying something really cool. Let me show you this.
What I really challenge people that are skeptical of Bitcoin to do is to ask themselves, first of all, the question, what is money? And then secondly, why was gold selected by the free market as money? Why has gold stood the test of time for over 5,000 years? What are the properties of gold that caused it to be selected? And if you do that digging, you do that homework, you're going to end up very deep into Austrian economics at some point, which is the cumulative wisdom of humanity on economics. And it stands in counter-distinction to Keynesian economics, which I would classify more as central bank propaganda. And gold and money in general is essentially selected based on 5 properties. I've covered this a lot in my work. They are divisibility, durability, recognizability, portability, scarcity. I won't expound upon them here, but feel free to dig some into Austrian economics or check out my work to see why. And essentially across those 5 properties of money, Bitcoin has perfected them in a way that the world's never seen before.
This guy, I'm pretty sure he knows more than I do about finances and how the economy works. That was a very persuasive set of arguments, really, because he's got a few really good arguments. Inflation is going through the roof. The government is printing out money like crazy. We've got, I don't know how many Ks in COVID relief funds, which, I'm not complaining about it. We've been benefited from it. But the reality is, in the long run, it's going to affect the economy bad. So how do we hedge your finances, your money against inflation? I said it already. Keeping your money in the bank is not the right idea. It's just going to bleed out. You're going to lose value. In 2-3 years, you're going to have a substantial amount of less money, buying power per se. And so Bitcoin is a good opportunity to protect your money, protect your your buying power, and even increase it. Chances are, regardless of the crashes, whether it goes down or not, chances are in 3 years, it's going to be at least 2x more money that when you put in. If you put it today, especially after the crash, because I gotta be honest with you, I entered the crypto market just a little too early. Had I waited just 4 or 5 more days, I would have been able to go shopping right now and buy even twice more coins or the crypto assets that we purchased with our money. But anyways, regardless of that, I think it's a great investment. I also wanted to talk to you about beyond Bitcoin. Bitcoin to me is the ultimate storage of value. I think that's going to be a great asset for that. But, as I was researching, as I was looking into all these crypto assets, I found Ethereum and I found also Polkadot, Cardano. I found out about the NFTs and I found out about the tokenization of digital assets, non-fungible assets, tokens. And I think it's fantastic. Honestly, I think this is the internet in the early 2000s. Yes, you have to be very careful where you put your money because a lot of these cryptocurrencies or crypto assets are going to disappear. They're not going to make it. But, there's a guy who's a really knowledgeable channel. I'm going to recommend it if I don't know, maybe he will get a couple of subscribers from this video. But his channel is Crypto Guru. And his name is Guy. This dude, he knows a lot. He researches a lot. Very knowledgeable. And he was saying, well, if you look at the top 25 cryptocurrencies, chances are most of them are going to make it. I would not take it as far as top 25. I would take it as, the top 10, I think cryptocurrencies have great potential to make it over time. The thing is, the crypto market right now has a great potential. I truly believe it's the future. Regardless of what just happened a few days ago, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm in the red, like big time. I don't, I have to tell my wife that we were like 15K under right now in the red because, that's the nature of crypto. But, as Michael Saylor was saying in one of his interviews, I guess volatility is the price that you pay for an asset that has the potential to grow exponentially, 10x over the normal return from the stock market. I mean, it's just insane, the potential. But yeah, I would say, just as an advice from somebody who's recently put a lot of his savings uh, into the market, is I saw it go down like a lot. It was terrifying waking up. You know what's terrible? Like, I saw my portfolio go down in real time, and I was one of the lucky ones that actually Coinbase was working for. My Coinbase was just fine. I could have exited at any moment and maybe buy the dip or whatever. But this is what I'm going to say. The reason why I didn't do it, I kept my diamond hands. The reason why I didn't do it is because I have long-term goals in the crypto market. We didn't put our money in ADA without knowing what could happen. And I know, regardless of this crash being caused or just organically happening, this 52 correction is gonna go away. It's gonna eventually go up again. In 2-3 years, hopefully, we'll be just remembering this moment, using it as data for potential new corrections in the future, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I think there's future in this. It's a great investment right now. Just to calm you down a little bit, if you're freaked out about the recent crash, you are not alone. You're not alone. Just go to BitBoy, one of the biggest, if not the biggest channel in cryptocurrency right now, and just watch him. I mean, he's sad right now. Everybody's sad because he's lost a lot of millions of money in his portfolio, and they're all unrealized gains. So technically, he didn't lose money, but you're not alone. You're not alone. Just don't freak out. Don't panic. Keep your diamond hands and put your eyes in the future. Don't, one of the things that changed my perspective in this, like, it helped me get through this crash, is that at some point, between when we first put our money in Ethereum, and Ethereum was just like skyrocketing. Didn't believe in anything, didn't stop at all. It's like I was waiting for maybe a little correction and then get in, and it's like, no, it was like, it went from $2,600, which was where we put our first money in Ethereum, to $3,900 in less than 3 days. It was like crazy. And I was like, golly, this is amazing. I can just put more money. So we dumped a lot of our money. We were, diversifying. But when I saw Ethereum going that fast, so high, we put a lot of our money. Well, I woke up one night and we were like 20K up. $20,000 in like 4 days. I was like, this is crazy, like crazy. You know what's funny about it? I could have cashed out some of our gains, but as I'm saying, even when we were 20K up, we didn't really think in cashing out or, withdrawing any of that money. We were thinking in the future. We were thinking, dang, well, probably in 3 or 4 years, we're going to have 1 million or something like that if it keeps going up at this rate. And so what I'm saying is, if you're not going to, withdraw your money, if you're not going to cash out your money, if you're thinking in the long term, you have to think in long term anyways when you are in the greens or when you're in the reds. And so that helps you a lot, because if you're in the reds, like in my case right now, we're $9,000 under right now. And yes, we're losing money at this moment, but only if you withdraw it. Only if you realize those losses, you'll be in the red. In the meantime, though, since we're not going to cash it out anyways, regardless of whether we're in the greens or in the reds, we just get to watch it, see it play out the way it's going to play out. And, that helps you a lot, because I totally understand. My first my first reflection when I saw my money and started going into my capital and eating up of my capital was, I'm going to withdraw it right now. I'm out. I'm not going to lose money here. But you know what? What are you going to do with your money? What other options you have with your money? Okay, let me tell you something. If you do have another investment opportunity, if you have, I don't know how many thousands you have in your savings or whatever, if you have another good opportunity that can exceed the potential of cryptocurrencies, then it's fine. Don't get in the red, dude. Just withdraw your money and put it in another place. But in reality, what other type of investment has the potential to exponentially grow your money at this point? If you put it in the stock market, 5%, 7%, everybody's, oh yeah, 10% down and it's crashed. No, you know, it's kind of boring. You know, I think reality is one of the best opportunities right now because it's in an early stage too. It's crypto, the cryptocurrency market, the crypto asset market. And I would encourage you, you know, don't be afraid. Just don't put more money than what you can afford losing. And I say this because, you know, the panic, the fear, the impulsiveness comes out when you have more skin in the game than when you're willing to lose. What I'm saying is, yes, we put a lot of our money in the crypto market, and we're in the red right now. But there was a point, believe me, especially when I was so greedy that I thought we're just gonna be millionaires in 1 year. Well, you know, that I dumped everything. Like I'm saying, I'm a video producer. I sold one of my cameras and I make a few extra Ks just to dump it in the cryptocurrency market. And when I started doing all those things, I realized that I was putting a little more skin that I was willing to lose in the game. So every time that my tokens went down 5, 10%, I was panicking. Like I was like panicking, Mike. I was that I was trying to exit and play the market, exit, buy and lower. You know what they say: sell high, buy low, sell high. Yeah, it sounds so easy, but it's so freaking complicated. Well, anyways, don't be afraid. At first I threw too much money into it and I was panicking. I realized that when I de-risked my position and I only put what I was willing to lose, which is like 90% of our savings, but I left it this little bit that in case everything goes down to zero, we can still make it. You know, we're not gonna change our lifestyle. We're not gonna change. We're not gonna put in risk our health or the way we live because of this greedy investment that I think is gonna, you know, help us in the future. And so I think that's the trick. A lot of people is panicking. A lot of people are panicking. A lot of people are panicking because they are putting too much in the game. And, you know, while I'm a believer of risking, you know, if you don't risk it, you're not going to get the biscuit. But you got to be responsible, especially if you have family. Like I myself, you know, my wife, it's not just my savings, it's our savings, and have to look for our future, have to look out for our future. And so I got to be responsible with that. And now I'm at peace. I have a lot of money into a crypto market and I'm in the red. But you know what? I'm at peace because I believe in the assets. Do your diligent research. And once you find a project, ADA, that you believe in, it's going to take a while, might take longer than you think, but they have good foundations, good fundamentals, and it's a good project. Your money is going to be in a good place. I think it's worth the risk today, and I would recommend it. You know, don't be afraid. And yeah, it's very likely crypto, you know, Bitcoin's going to crash again sooner or later. But in the long term, it's going to be a great investment. So I don't know. I rambled a lot. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to put this together in something that makes sense, but I'm going to try. And well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, of course. Help me grow this channel. I'm just gonna be here venting out my thoughts in crypto assets and other investment every week. So if you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this chat, just hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the notifications thing also. And I'll see you later.